We are live.
That's you.
We are live. News team assemble. Let's go.
We're back.
All right. So who has some shit to talk about right off the jump? Actually, I got some shit to talk about. I fucking stubbed my toe fucking earlier. That shit hurts so fucking bad, bro. Like,
that's it.
I'm done wearing fucking anything but shoes in the house.
Fact. Yeah, there's shoes in the house. Safety first and teamwork.
You got a vacuum for a reason.
Dude.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
Yeah, I hate that. Like, remember having like, I don't know who has a metal bed frame here, but that one thing that like sticks out like an extra foot. You hit your friggin' shit on that, or hit your toe on that when you.
That's what I'm talking. That's the fucking same shit I hit.
My lord.
That's the same exact shit I just hit my shit on.
Cut my leg
incapacitated, bro.
Yeah, it hurt like a bitch.
Those are called foot breakers.
Yeah. They're called assholes.
That's funny that you say that, Mike, because literally when me and Brandon first got on, I told him, I was like, I think I just broke my toe.
Is that why you hit your toe?
No, I was like just cracking my toes and shit on like my feet and stuff. And all of a sudden, like this crazy like electric shock just went through my damn foot, and I was like, oh shit.
Damn, that's like your origin story. Fucking
he's known as Powerfoot.
Powerfoot. They call him Bigfoot.
Oh yeah, Bigfoot. And you're blurry and shit right now too. You're Bigfoot.
Found footage.
No one sees him.
I seen him.
Maybe Bigfoot is just blurry, and it's not the cameraman's fault.
It's just blurry.
Yeah, he's just
every time he's just blurry like in real life.
He's just
every time he takes a step, the ground
just
shakes.
Pixels.
So that's why the camera's all shaky.
Yep.
Fucking.
I believe it.
Which reminds me, have any of y'all seen back in the day the movie Strange Wilderness?
Yes. Wait, remind me what it was about again.
Yeah, remind me.
I've seen it, but I can't remember what it is.
It's the fucking guy from
let's get it on there.
Saving Silverman, Roy.
Yeah, I have seen that. I know. Let me pull it up.
Hunt Bigfoot. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I've seen it. That used to come on like old school, like Comcast and shit.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I gotta fucking see that shit now.
Yeah, dude, I remember. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I freaking remember that movie.
Jonah Hill and everything.
Freaking Jonah Hill, yeah.
Oh shit, he was in that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was Fat Jonah Hill.
Yeah, dude, I forgot about that movie. Damn, that's
crazy.
Deep cuts. And the dude from Beer Pong, the bigger
and Accepted.
Dude.
The dude from Accepted.
Justin Long's in it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there he is.
He's the dopest.
There he is.
He's so funny. Speaking of Justin, you guys get to see the fucking the new Jay and Silent Bob, man. That movie's fucking hilarious. Cause he plays like the same character in Zack and Mary Make a Porno. He's like the same dude. He's like a lawyer though. It's fucking hilarious. Yeah, you gotta watch it.
Okay, yeah.
You've seen that movie, right? Zack and Mary Make a Porno?
Character.
Yeah. Him and Bobby Long.
Cockachino. All those names they come up with.
Oh. So yeah, man, tomorrow it's finally here. It's finally time.
Mm-hmm.
But less than 24 hours away from seeing Spider-Man.
Yeah, and by the time you guys watch this, you guys should have already seen that shit. If you're watching this episode and it comes out and you haven't seen that shit yet, you're slacking.
Well, this will be out like the day after like opening night where we are. But
want to freaking make predictions or what?
Hold on. Just want to announce real quick, like this video will be up Friday morning, and then so if you're watching this one Friday morning, like right after like first impressions of Spider-Man, that video will be up 2 nights. So check it out.
Our other one's gonna be uploaded on Friday.
No,
one
this
that we
one.
just
Oh
did.
shit.
Yeah.
This, all right. Well, if
This
you're watching
one's
this,
gonna be the next
oh,
Friday.
you're right. My bad. That's why you said that. That's why you said that.
Maps.
Okay, so
knowledge.
all right. Yeah, you're right. Well, if you ain't
Knowledge.
seen both of those videos by now, you're fucking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you ain't seen Spider-Man by now, too, you definitely fucking up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about spoilers when watching this.
But just in case, like, yeah.
just in case we get
Like-
something right.
Like
Spoilers.
the guys down at New Rockstar say, just in case we spoil anything and get anything too right.
Yeah. Just take this whole fucking podcast
All
as
right.
a spoiler. You could spoil
Yes.
anything.
Well, not this one because we
Future.
don't know nothing yet.
We even spoil milk over here.
Yeah. Spoil milk.
My fridge done stopped working. All that shit spoiled.
So, all right, who's got a prediction? Who has something they think?
Prediction about what?
Spider-Man.
Movie.
Okay.
I don't have a prediction, but let me just say this real quick. It's kind of crazy because like with the whole like for a while, like Avengers Endgame was like the biggest thing that they were all leading up to with the movies, and like I used to look forward to that shit for like so long, like back since the first Tobey Spider-Man days, the early X-Men days, the fucking Ben Affleck as Matt Murdock days. I was like, when is Endgame coming? Like those days. Eric Bana is fucking Hulk and shit.
Yeah.
But once like the Spider-Mans like really started popping off, and then like obviously that series like faded out, and then they tried to bring it back with Andrew and all that.
My boy.
Yeah. Like if y'all grew up on the 90s animated series, I was first introduced to like the whole, it's kind of crazy that they did Spider-Verse too before all this, but it's kind of crazy because like back in the day, if you watch the 90s animated series, they did like, because they got this shit from the comics, but do y'all know who Madam Web is in the comics?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Nah.
No.
All right, well, she's basically like an interdimensional like entity that allows Spider-Man to like travel through multiple dimensions and shit. So she kind of acts as like the Doctor Strange, I guess, if you will, back in the comics in the 90s and like the animated series back then. Like y'all should like actually look it up in the like when she appears in the comics, because that shit is pretty sick. But anyway, like the whole just multi-dimensional alternate Spider-Man thing, like I was onto that whole concept like way back in the day. So it's kind of crazy that now that they're doing this new Spider-Man where they're bringing in Doctor Octopus and fucking Green Goblin and shit, it's like an Electro from all these different incarnations of the Spider-Man like story and movies. It's like, damn, like that's even kind of crazier than Endgame sometimes to me, just because it's like it's a multi-generational thing, you know what I mean? Like
well,
yeah.
that's
we got
why
the
we were
Toby
talking
back
about
in the
last
day,
time.
and then like, you know, I think 2012, almost a decade ago. Oh no, I guess a decade ago now, because it's supposed to be 2022. But
Damn.
the Garfields came out, so it's like a you know what I mean, like a multi-dimensional franchise. I mean, obviously because it's a shit's been going on forever, but like if we're talking just strictly the movies, it's kind of crazy that they're all kind of colliding in this one. And that's why it's kind of funny, this whole like rumor going around of, oh, is it Tom Holland's last movie? I don't think it's necessarily going to be his last movie, but I think kind of what I said before is like, I think they're really trying to kick open their doors for just being to tell kind of whatever stories they want to tell,
instead of putting themselves in that box.
Instead of being like, okay, yeah, everything's in the same universe, like can we just like make what we want to make? Like they can do a standalone.
That would be fucking awesome.
They can do definitely shit. And that's why they're doing Morbius and all that stuff, I feel. But at the same time, it's like, like you have to lead up to the, like me personally, as like a lifelong Spider-Man fan, like hardcore on all the deep shit. I'm not excited for a Morbius movie. I wasn't really like excited for a Venom movie just because like I knew that he eventually became an anti-hero and he wasn't just a villain. And I know like Eddie Brock as a character is like super like layered and like has a lot of like character arc and shit. So I knew like a Venom story on movie would be like interesting. But we hadn't even gotten Venom correct in Spider-Man movies at that point. Like when I first heard early rumors of like a Venom movie being made like years ago, I was like, that's something that you got to like build, like really develop, you know what I mean, over time, like build up to that kind of thing. But that's why I just didn't think the Venom films did too well. I mean, from a critical standpoint, obviously, like they made a shit ton of money, but. And then that's just like the same thing with this Morbius thing. I'm just like, they're trying to like do all these spin-offs of the Sinister Six. That way they're going to make a Sinister Six versus Spider-Man movie. And it all just feels like real cash grabby to me. And it's just like, like if you guys just didn't kill off your villains in every single movie, you guys would be able to get away, you know what I'm saying, with telling these like long drawn out stories with villains and shit, like they're like it goes in the comics. But instead they just like the first time they did that was with Thanos and like took like the reins of the narrative. Basically they're like, okay, everything is headed towards Thanos now, that's the end game. But now with the Spider-Man shit, it's like kind of interesting because now it's like, okay, now we got like a lot of options. We can do a Miles Morales, we can do fucking, maybe we'll bring a Garfield series back. We can do, you know what I mean? Like they have the animated Spider-Verse going. So they just have all these things now at their disposal.
Well, and that brings me to like the way that Electro looks in that movie. It's like, it's an alternate dimension Electro. It's not the same one. I picture it like as a different one than the one in The Amazing Spider-Man. So the Amazing Spider-Man one, you know, he's blue. He's, you know, and a lot of people didn't really enjoy him, but he went back to his comic book kind of origins where he has like the,
I want the green and the yellow.
I mean, that's sick.
Face.
So I try to picture him like that's an alternate Electro, like an alternate version of Electro coming in to fuck shit up.
Well, you know what's crazy?
He's still, Doc Ock is still the same Doc Ock that we know. So it's got, I just assume. I mean,
that's the thing.
I think he is.
That is a kind of an interesting point. Like, I wouldn't necessarily put my money on it, but this whole time that would actually be like a really, like from a writing standpoint and a storytelling standpoint, like what Mike just said is like actually like that would I feel like make the movie even crazier. Yeah, because everyone's gonna go into it now thinking like, oh, they're the ones that we know from the other movies, but they could also be like an alternate
version, kind of like getting into like the Flash show, like
and be like these brand new versions of these villains that we know. Like they could maybe, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think
that's how I picture him. I'm like, dude, that's an alternate fucking Electro for sure.
At the same time, to be so you know what I'm saying, like with the comics and shit, Electro did, like, at least as far as the Ultimate series goes, Electro did appear as both like versions of what he's looked like so far in those comics. Like he had like the human form that we see in the trailer for this new movie where he just has the powers, but like his skin isn't like any different. But then he like is able to like power up to that ultimate like blue version of himself and shit. Like they were like fucking Pokemon forms.
Yeah. My form, like fucking Dragon Ball forms. This is only my first form.
Yeah, he was ascending. Oh shit. But yeah,
I think that it is the same version of Electro. I just think that having this multi-dimensional electricity, and especially in the trailers, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but he's wearing a fucking arc reactor.
Yeah.
So I think that has something to do with it. So like that might change his lightning yellow, and that might let him control it better. So I think because in the trailers, like when he's forming, he looks blue. But I think after he gets the arc reactor, we're gonna see him get his yellow. lightning or whatever.
Well, and
But-
you might be right too. Like he might be the same one, but I in my head I like to vision it as another dimensional him.
Mm.
That's just how I like
Gotcha.
to envision it. It could be
Oh.
not that's how it is, but it's like
I guess we'll
it
see
kind of saves their
tomorrow.
ass. Like what they're
Yeah,
doing
even-
with
yeah.
this is kind of saving their ass where they can do anything
Yeah.
and be able to be like, oh, that's an alternate fucking universe. That's
Yeah.
not even in the universe as the MCU is as well. You know, like as far as like the
Yeah.
Thanos timeline. That's not even
Like,
in the
even-
Thanos timeline. That's
yeah.
in another fucking timeline.
Even
Yeah.
the lizard looks different.
What, this movie?
No, with future Marvel movies, they can do that. So
Yeah.
that's why they can do
Oh.
like a Miles Morales movie and still
Yeah.
have two Spider-Mans
Yeah.
because they're two different universes, just like they do,
Do you
with
think
comic.
they're gonna go like the Spider-Man PS4 route, where Peter sort of takes on being a mentor to Miles?
That'd be sick. I
We've
like
already
that.
done that with the Spider-Verse.
Mhm.
I just feel like why not? Because I don't see Tom Holland's Peter Parker dying anytime soon.
Well, they already said like this is definitely not his last movie. They've already said like, nah, we got him on the hook for 3 more, dog.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like he's gonna
Where do
be
you-
in more movies, but we don't know if
Yeah.
necessarily they're gonna be
Oh.
like Spider-Man
Standalone.
exclusive
Well, that's
movies, or are they gonna be like he's just appearing in other movies?
Where do you think we're gonna see him at the end of this movie? Like what do you think his character is gonna be like?
Gonna be whining about something.
I think it's
Do you
gonna
think he's
leave.
finally gonna be Spider-Man, or is he still gonna be Iron Man Jr.?
Well, fucking he better be Spider-Man, considering Iron Man's out of here now. Fucking like he better stand on his own too, especially if you're
Yeah.
trying to
Mhm.
like I don't know. I just don't think Tom Holland's the guy. He's not that guy, pal. Trust me.
Not that guy.
Like he fucking like he's not the flagship for me. Like how Tony or like how Iron Man was.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was thinking about this the other day because like I was thinking me and Tristan and you, Brandon, we're all seeing this movie and we all sort of grew up at the right time for each Spider-Man. Like you grow up at the right time for Toby. I grew up at the right time for Andrew. And Tristan's
Mhm.
growing up at the right time for Tom. So it's freaking crazy. We're seeing
Yeah.
these 3 generations come together, not only in the movie, but also us watching the movie.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
deep.
freaking crazy.
That's deep.
Yeah,
Yeah. It gave me
That's
goosebumps. I'm
crazy.
like, holy
circle of
shit.
life.
Because like even if they're not in the movie, it's still 20 years worth of storytelling
Yeah.
thrown
Yeah.
into one movie.
That being said, they better be in the fucking movie.
Because my other theory is like that's what I was trying to get to before, but like I think Tom Holland is still gonna do his Spidey movies, but I think instead of like them being something to sort of expect every year, 2 year, like with a quick sequel follow-up,
Mhm.
I think they're gonna maybe sort of sprinkle his character in every like few movies, you know what I'm saying? Like not necessarily like how Tony was kind of like Brandon said, like the flagship and sort of the foundation for it all. But I think Spider-Man's going to be now, he's going to be sort of like a Deadpool in the sense that now that they just acquired Fox, they have Deadpool and Deadpool traveled back. See, Deadpool was already ahead of the game when he takes the fucking time machine thing from what's her face?
Cable.
Oh
it
yeah, that
Cable
it was.
or-
But
yeah.
but he goes and he kills Ryan Reynolds for reading the script.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
goes and kills the whack ass Baraka Deadpool and the other
Dead.
Wolverine franchise. So you know what I'm saying? I think now they look at that and they're like, okay, in the comics, like Spider-Man is another huge character that's sort of able to like they kind of saw what Iron Man did with as far as like it makes all the other movies better. That's why the Avengers movies are good. That's why the Civil War is good, even though that's a Captain America movie.
He's a point of view character.
Exactly. Yeah. We're going to sort of be like looking like existing in the world like through Spider-Man's eyes, maybe. You know what I mean? Like he can now go and hang out with these characters in this universe over here. He can jump over to this one and see what's going on over there. Like,
He's not that guy. Tom Holland, I mean, not Spider-Man. You know what I want? I want at the end of this fucking movie, I want them to be like, oh shit, Tom Holland has been Ben Reilly this whole time. Here's the real Peter. That's what I want.
He walks out. He's
Ultimate
like,
bait
yo,
and
what the hell?
switch.
That'd be funny.
But bro,
Oh,
man,
fucking.
I feel like if they can successfully get me to like Tom Holland's Spider-Man at the end of this movie, it will have been a W for them. Because I've not been a fan so far.
I agree. Like out of all the series, it's my least favorite Spider-Man. I mean, and that might be crazy to some people, but yeah, like even having Mysterio as an enemy, like because I've love Mysterio. That shit's fucking sick. That movie's dope as fuck how they do it. But he's always been like, I was always been like, I'm still not sure. Like, I'm still not sure about him. Where it's like by the end of the first Amazing Spider-Man, I was like, yeah, this is Spider-Man. This is it. Don't reboot it.
Yeah.
They fucking did it anyway.
Even after the end of the second Amazing Spider-Man, like
the
first time I watched
Spider-Man
it, I was like, yo, let's go. Cause like it left it on such a great note. Like you see Peter basically lose it all, and now he's ready to, move on and just keep going.
I want to look something up real quick because.
Well, what did you think of
awesome.
the Hobgoblin in that one?
Man, I liked it.
Because I liked it. A lot of people didn't. I loved it.
I liked it.
I think he felt kind of forced, only because like they were doing not as forced as Rhino was, but like I feel like they were doing so much with like Electro and whatever. Yeah. I still thought the fight scene was freaking amazing. Like to have it take place in such a close quarter like thing, and it's quite literally a race against time because Gwen's hanging by a thread and Peter's fighting his best friend. So it's freaking crazy. I was like, holy shit. Like I'm getting stressed watching this.
Well, and what's cool about that franchise or that those two movies is that even in the first one, it's like foreshadowing like why he doesn't want to be with Stacy, like because he feels guilty about killing her dad or getting his dad killed or having his dad in that area or having her dad in the area. So it's like, so he's like, get away from me. Like, I'm going to get you killed. Get away from me. And then he's like,
yeah.
And then she's like, no. And then, okay, well, then let's go to fucking Paris. I'll fucking swing on Paris shit. and then she died.
They got crime in Paris, right?
Fuck. Like I knew.
Yo, I've always thought that the whole idea of like a hero like not being involved with somebody or like staying away from his loved ones because like, oh, my enemies will hurt you if we're together. Like, dude, like if they know who you are enough to know who you're dating, then they'll also know you enough that you still like to know that you'll still care even if you're not dating them at the time. You'll still care if I go ahead and grab this chick and hold her hostage. You're coming either way. You might as well just be in the relationship, bro. That way, at least you're happy until that happens.
Right. I
that makes zero sense.
Push him out. I feel like if you push him out, like as much as you can, to where you like have zero affiliation with them, sort of like how Toby was doing. Like, no, I can't be with you, MJ, and then just sort of left her in the dust.
Yeah, but still, like, fucking, if she had gotten taken, he would still be heading over there, like, fucking.
Which is exactly what happened in Spider-Man 2, but still.
Yeah, so, like, I'm saying, like, it doesn't matter. Just do the damn thing.
Exactly, but what I'm saying is, as well, is, like, I like the build-up, like, all that shit, like, it carries on. So it's, like, he's facing this fucking inner shit in the beginning of the first one, and along the, it ends with that, like, oh, I never keep my promises, like da da da.
I just
we're
noticed
together.
That freaking Tom never did that.
And then at the very beginning of the second one, he does the same thing where he's like, "No, we can't be together." She's like, "You do this to me all the fucking time." And then it leads up. Like I felt like really connected to that story, if that makes sense. So like when Gwen died, I felt it. And I've also
the
felt
acting helped so well too.
Yeah, it was a great movie, and in my opinion, the best live action Spider-Man movies. The second one mostly. The second one, because I think Enter the Spider-Verse is the best Spider-Man they've made, but as far as live action, it's my favorite. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is my favorite Spider-Man I've seen. Just because I was hooked and like I emotionally And like I was like, fuck. I'm like, that's dope. And then I was looking forward to already like Mary Jane and stuff. I was like, fuck yeah, let's get this. And the Sinister Sticks started to go on. But yeah, that I just
The
like how
Sinister
they get built
Sticks.
up.
What? Sinister Sticks.
You said the
Sinister
Sinister Sticks.
Yeah, the Sinister
Yeah.
Sticks.
That's a
bro.
dope band name.
That is.
That'd be like your drummer's like alias.
Yeah,
Yep.
and the
Sinister.
freaking the guitarist is the web stringer.
Oh shit.
But yeah, that's dope. But yeah, Tom, I mean, yeah, he's still trying to win me over as well.
Oh yeah.
I just
So
realized he never pushed away anybody. He just was like, "Oh yeah, I'm Spider-Man, by the way."
Yeah.
Yeah, because he knows he like all right. He's like, all right. So obviously,
bro.
if they know I'm Spider-Man, I'm still gonna come get you, even if we're not
He was
smashing.
like this
so
close
get
to
over here,
telling
MJ.
Liz that he was Spider-Man. This close, but then she moved away.
Wait, what?
He was this close to telling Liz that he was Spider-Man, but then she moved away.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, her dad's a fucking psychopath, so
Yeah,
Where-
like
Mhm.
if that was me, I feel like I'd only let like 2 people know.
I wouldn't
see,
tell nobody,
most.
bro. None
Actually-
of y'all would know.
he
So
had it.
you could be a freaking superhero right now. We wouldn't know, huh? That's
I'm saying you
bullshit.
never seen me and fucking Aquaman in the same place at the same time.
Okay.
bro,
Cause cause I take this hoodie off and I'm Jason Momoa, bro.
fucking hilarious.
Take the hoodie off.
Take the hoodie off
Well,
and I'm
No,
Jason.
put it back on because it's cute as fuck.
Yeah.
It's lit in here, huh?
Fuck. It's
Well,
lit in here.
Wanted to
huh?
get back to like the Amazing Spider-Man. I thought Flash Gordon in that. Or not Flash Gordon. What the fuck?
Just
am I thinking?
Flash.
Just Flash.
Thompson.
Flash Thompson.
Flash
Flash
Thompson.
Gordon.
Yeah, I'm thinking of fucking head shit.
Freaking
Flash of the
superheroes.
But yeah, fucking so Flash, I thought that was the best interpretation of Flash as well.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like I like the characters, I was like, oh, I can't wait till he gets to like Agent Venom or something. That would be fucking like that's the kind of
Yeah.
shit that goes through my mind when I see that. It's like that's the Flash I want. That's the Spider-Man I want. And even some people are saying he wasn't nerdy enough. Like he was like kind of the cool Spider-Man because he skated. But I'm like,
That's what I thought.
like I thought
He's
he was
still
fucking
nerdy though.
Yeah, I thought he was
No,
made
this
web
motherfucker
fluid.
looks
Smart.
like a fucking Abercrombie model.
But
Yeah,
still,
but
he
that's
was
the
smart.
funny
He was
thing.
smart.
That's the funny thing is like and that's what's so crazy about Spider-Man as a character, because back in like the 60s and shit, like you got to remember like how if you were a quote unquote nerd, geek, dweeb, like smart bookworm in school and in college,
Four eyes.
yeah, all that shit. So it's like
Nerd.
fast forward to 2012 when the first Amazing Spider-Man came out, and it's fucking what's his name? Garfield.
Mhm.
It's like
Meow.
it's like fucking yeah, you know, like even like good-looking people are fucking nerds and fucking science geeks and like all this shit.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's funny.
Mhm.
I'm just saying this dude's hair was like perfectly coiffed everywhere he went. He's relaxed.
That was the same in fucking
your hair isn't
Social
perfectly
Network or
coiffed.
the Social Network.
Yeah, I
movie,
was like,
too.
he just got done over at the Facebook office right there.
Bro, did you see? I think it was in this. Oh yeah, it was the second Amazing Spider-Man. Like right after Gwen died, he took off his mask and it just immediately went.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was. I laughed when I first saw that. I know I was supposed to be crying, but like he took off his mask and it was just.
Yeah, I was like, I couldn't see shit. When the first time I seen that, I was like, no, Emma, no.
They're glorifying him. They're glorifying him. That's what they're gonna expect now.
But I thought the acting was amazing in that movie too, though. Like,
You know what's
Oh,
you know what's
yeah.
kind of fucked up? I was just looking up the timeline of these movies, and I think why, because I agree with like the fact that when I first saw Garfield as Spider-Man, I was like, holy shit, this is fucking like from how I pictured him from reading the comics back in the day, literally translated to the screen. You know what I mean? Like, because when I was a young kid and I had the Tobys, I wasn't necessarily as critical because I was just getting a live
Spider-Man.
action Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that alone was bananas to me because we didn't have that shit back then. So it's like,
Bananas.
oh, what the fuck? They're making a live action Spider-Man, and I think I don't know if maybe they were intentionally trying to go for like a no-name actor with Toby, because at that time I had no fucking clue who that guy was.
What are you talking about?
Tobey Maguire?
He was Leo's best friend, bro.
Besides
Everybody
that,
knew him.
what, Brandon?
You're talking about Tobey Maguire? You didn't know who he was? Or are you talking about Andrew Garfield?
No, Toby.
Toby. Tobster.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I had seen him in like a couple other things before Spider-Man.
All I know
But
is
I
I've
can't
seen him
remember.
in bed with Robert Downey Jr.
What?
I've seen him in bed with Robert Downey Jr.
What the hell? What the hell are you looking up?
Tropic Thunder, bro.
Oh shit. Yeah.
When they're
Oh,
like
in
the
the jungle.
priest.
Yes, I totally fucking forgot about that. He's on another level. That movie's on another level.
What are you looking up?
When I first saw that, I was like, "Is that Toby?"
yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my gosh, it was freaking hilarious.
We were like fucking Iron Man and Spider-Man in the same movie.
That's what
in the same bed, bro. Someone's getting hype over that.
fucking Ben Stiller says that in the DVD commentary for Tropic
Oh
Thunder.
yeah.
He's like, oh look, Spider-Man and Iron Man in the scene together. He's like, I don't drop character till I do the DVD commentary.
Yeah.
And he's still in character in the fucking
Yeah,
like he changes like as he like when he gets like takes all the shit off, he goes back to the Australian guy.
Yeah.
So what do you think about his character in Tropic Thunder? Iron Man, he played Iron Man, he played all these characters. What do you think about his character and him playing, technically blackface in this movie? Like I didn't mind it. Like a lot of people were like,
except
we get to that.
out of here.
I
But
don't
it's
really
funny
care.
because
Like
they play on that.
as the only black person in this chat,
Yes.
I didn't really care.
Yeah. Well, and they kind of
like
spoof
because
it.
you can tell the difference
on purpose.
between like you can tell the difference between like when that's done and it's meant to be like making fun
Mhm.
and between the different and you can tell the difference between that and like when it's just like they like the people who made the movie, they know it's so absurd, like it's funny.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like just how they had
Oh
Tom
my
Cruise like all
gosh.
fat and shit. Like they were
Yeah.
they're like this is so absurd. Like is Tom? You can clearly see it's Tom Cruise, but he's fat as fuck.
They're
Like,
like,
and old and
massacre
bald. Like that's hilarious.
Yeah,
So,
I
like,
love that
fucking,
whole
like,
thing, like from start
like,
to finish.
yeah,
The
like,
freaking
I didn't
campfire
really.
scene.
yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to say that because he was getting a bunch of shit for it, and he's like, I don't care.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't really
Like
care.
I don't regret
Fucking,
it. He says it was
I-
fucking hilarious.
yeah, fucking. I didn't mind. Plus, I loved that movie, so I was like,
Yeah, it's so good.
whatever.
I'm a lead farmer, motherfucker.
What do you mean, you people? Fuck your do rag. Fuck your do rag.
Lance. You fucking say Lance?
Lance.
I said Nance. I said Nance.
Oh,
Man.
I need my
And
Skittles.
then freaking Jack Black, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's what I was getting.
gosh.
My fucking Skittles.
He's like, no, you can't have any fucking jelly beans.
Yeah, it's jelly beans.
Oh yeah, jelly beans. I thought it was Skittles. Yeah, it's jelly.
Oh
Those are my
man.
jelly beans.
When he knocks that bat out of the sky.
He's like, you OD'd. Oh, and he just eats it. Oh my goodness,
Yeah, that
so
movie.
stupid.
That's how
Damn, I
COVID
gotta watch
started.
that movie. Treat
Yeah, that
yourself.
movie
If you ain't
slept
seen
on, like,
Tropic
that's-
Thunder, go watch Tropic Thunder.
There ain't no
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
That
dude, that
breaks
shit
down
was
the stereotypes
so
of, like,
funny.
filmmaking and just like all the stereotypes in general. They're just breaking all these fucking stereotypes, putting them in one movie, and then like making fun of them all.
Yeah,
And this is
I thought
why
it was
you need to lighten up.
Like
I think that movie was made to sort of make fun of like Hollywood itself.
Yeah,
exactly.
like that's what I'm saying. Like, cause they
I
know
love movies like that.
because they know that like doing blackface is absurd. So like they do it because they're trying to make fun of like people who seriously try to do that shit.
Well, yeah, they're trying to make it as
stupid
absurd as possible. Like they're trying to make it like a white character playing a black role, like all this shit. It's just like all the shit that we talk about, like, you know, in our culture today is like they're putting that all and then making fun of it. Like, don't take this shit too seriously, because that happens all the time where it's like, we need Asian actors playing Asian movies, we need and I at some level I get that, but it's like, come on, it's like, don't let that be the thing that makes or break the movie for you. And some people will just be like, nope,
it's in
that's
certain
fucking done.
In certain fucking cases, like in certain shit, like I get behind what you're saying, but like I'm not trying to see a remake of Shaft where he's white.
Well,
like, I don't want to see that.
That's what I'm saying. There are levels.
Ain't
to
nobody
it,
gonna watch.
obviously.
And ain't nobody gonna watch. What's? Damn, I was about to say Black Starsky and Hutch, but that's pretty much Bad Boys. So, and people love those movies. So I'm wrong there.
And they would recast Shaft as fucking Michael Cera.
Michael Cera. Yes. That's the only fucking way I'm seeing it. If it's Michael Cera, I'll go broke watching that movie.
I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah, no, I think like you guys said, like they already knew like that movie is so absurd with that part. Like Jack Black's on heroin. You got the fucking Ben Stiller doing the retard film, Tom Cruise. They're like, oh yeah, and then while we're at it, let's just make Robert Downey Jr. like this, like making fun of method actors. And they're like, oh yeah, let's make him like an Australian who plays like in blackface. It's like,
I was
saw this one meme.
Sure, why not?
It was like, yo, if Iron Man was black, who would play him? And some dude was like, Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
See, that's how it needs to be. Just jokes.
If you guys, there's an episode that Joe Rogan did with Jamie Foxx on his podcast, and he asked Jamie Foxx about that, and Jamie Foxx was like, "Oh, I thought that shit was dope. He killed it. Like that shit was hilarious."
Yeah, it was fucking funny as fuck.
Yeah, he's been interviewed about that a lot.
It's because I'm saying, like, you know, like he didn't do that from like a place where he's like trying to like, oh, I'm black.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, it'd be fucking stupid and funny if I were to do this, so let's do it.
Well, and you know who directed Tropic Thunder?
Huh?
You know who directed Tropic Thunder?
Who?
No, but I feel like you're about to tell me.
Ben Stiller.
Oh, for real? What?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
So it's also kind of crazy because it's like, you know, it's not like Robert Downey Jr. came up with that role. You know what I mean? They just were like, hey, you want to do this movie? So it's like, it's up to not up to the filmmakers, but like you could tell the filmmakers, even not just Robert, but like they had no like ill intentions behind it.
Yeah.
They were like, you know what, this shit will be fucking hilarious. People will think it's stupid, but so stupid that it's funny. Like it's harmless.
Well, it's kind of like a lot of Ben Stiller movies, like fucking Zoolander and shit, dude. Like it's just like so ridiculous that it's so fucking hilarious. Like those are my favorite Ben Stiller movies, the Zoolander movie.
He even kind of takes jabs at like just the whole fashion industry and the modeling industry and like how, you know, like just that world is so crazy. And that's why like
he's kind of doing the same thing, but with actors in that Tropic
What's your favorite Ben Stiller movie?
Zoolander, the first one.
Zoolander?
Love it.
Which one?
The first Zoolander. They're both amazing, but you can't go wrong with the first one, man. It's too.
I gotta go with Meet the Parents, dude. That shit is hilarious. I love to Meet the Parents.
Out of all of them?
That shit is so funny. Him and Robert De Niro and shit. Actually, I don't know. I might go Meet the Focker because that might be funnier than Meet the Parents because they got Dennis Hoffman in there and he's fucking hilarious in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, those movies are dope. He's in
What
he's
about-
in this
what about
movie
you
called
two?
Along Came Polly too. That was pretty funny.
Oh, that movie's funny as hell.
Where he's like, right,
When they're having sex, and he's like, oh, I gotta get at least to a 50, or he tries to get to like 80, I think he said, but he just like he can't get there. He's like 50, like when he's and
She's like,
Jeff Price is like
50.
50, yeah, 50.
50.
No,
Uh,
he's trying to get to 5 minutes, and he's like counting in his head, like counting down.
yeah, something like that.
He's like a minute. He's like a minute and
Oh yeah, he's counting down.
60, and then he's like 59, 58, 57.
Yeah. Oh, that movie's fucking hilarious.
50.
Or have you guys a sleeper pick? Have you guys seen Duplex?
Yes.
Dude, that movie's
Movie's dope.
hilarious. With
Look
him
at
and
me, I know movies now.
him and Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, that movie's
Yes.
That shit
classic.
is so
Yeah.
funny.
No,
That
but
was
it's
pretty
crazy.
fun.
I remember seeing that. Like, I remember when that was like coming out, like years ago, back when, like, I remember seeing trailers for that shit.
On
And it was
Duplex.
hilarious.
Yeah, that movie's hilarious.
You got like the crazy lady, right? That they live.
Yeah, she's like a menace old lady.
Yeah, and then I seen it like on TV one time, and I like just caught like just a little bit of it, like the middle or something. Damn,
It's
that's so
fucking-
crazy, though. I haven't thought of that movie in years.
Yeah,
It's
an older one.
hilarious.
I remember Tristan made us watch it all like a week in a row, and it was funny even on the 6th viewing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that movie's
it's
hilarious.
hilarious.
Let's give Ben Stiller his flowers. Like,
Yes.
while, give him
you know-
flowers while they're still here, man.
He goes
trying
on
to
the
think-
Mount Rushmore of funny guys.
Yeah, he's hilarious. You can't forget
I
about
don't know about
dodgeball.
that.
I don't
Can't
know
forget
about.
about
Because that's
dodgeball.
top
I'm thinking
four.
like I'm
That's
thinking
top
like
four.
him,
There's only 4
Adam
faces on
Sandler,
Rushmore.
freaking Will Ferrell, and
Top
then
5 of all people, or like 4?
4.
Yeah,
How many Rushmore heads are on the thing?
there are
4. I just said.
And those are your top Rushmore?
I'm like right off the top of my head, yeah.
Hmm.
You didn't even name the 4th one. You said Stiller, Sandler,
Ferrell.
Farrell.
Adam Sandler.
Were we talking about this? I feel like we were talking about this.
No.
I don't know, but finish the list.
Fuck.
Because
Jim
no,
Carrey.
Ben Stiller isn't even in the top 4 for me.
I don't think so either.
Who?
He makes really good
Ben
movies.
Stiller
But
isn't even in.
Oh,
top
yeah.
4 for
Ben
me.
Stiller, neither Ben
Definitely-
Stiller or Will
Definitely
Ferrell
not
are
Will
in.
Ferrell either. Like,
yeah, me too.
nah.
What?
I agree.
You're bugging. See,
No Will Ferrell.
Damn.
that's the thousands baby in you coming out.
And that's not no
Yeah.
knock on Will Ferrell. He's funny, but he's not the top funniest person.
And that,
Will
yeah,
Ferrell's
he's funny.
Will
but
Ferrell's
he's
just like
not-
hit or miss for me sometimes.
If I let's see, Rushmore, I'd have to
Kevin
go.
Hart.
Mm,
I'm definitely putting Jim Carrey. Up there.
yes.
Yeah,
Robin
man.
Williams.
Are we
yeah.
talking like just funny like
ever.
movies
man.
or like comedians? What are we doing?
Anyone who
Movies.
you think's the funniest person alive.
Oh, well,
Put
that
him in
changes
that.
the list. That changes the list dramatically.
Yes,
Fucking
just the funniest people you've ever witnessed doing their
like,
thing.
Comedians.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
all of it.
I gotta
all
look
of
one
them.
up.
Actors,
do-
it don't matter.
Stand
Gotta
up,
do-
and comedic actors.
Okay, so Jim Carrey will still go up there because his
Yeah.
stand-up is funny as fuck too.
Yeah, Robin
Um,
Williams.
Robin Williams. I'll put Robin in there. Then I'm probably gonna do Chris Rock
Oh,
and Eddie Murphy.
okay.
Eddie.
Or Eddie. Yeah.
Yeah,
Eddie's a
So,
good one. I actually think,
that's my Rushmore. I'm going Jim Carrey,
Ah,
fucking Robert De Niro, Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy.
and you know what's
Oh,
funny? I
shit.
actually think like, what was I gonna say? Come back to me. I spaced it.
Next,
Y'all need to check out Brad Williams, bro. Do you know who he is?
the
freaking dwarf.
he's
Yeah,
fucking hilarious.
He's fucking hilarious, dude. I'd
Oh,
put
and
him on Rush.
And that's what I was gonna say. Martin Lawrence. I think he's
but I'd
fucking
give him a
hilarious
tiny
too.
head.
Martin Lawrence. is
Yeah,
one of
Martin
the
Lawrence
funniest
is funny as
fucking
fuck.
people. Dude, him
Dude,
and
it's kind of crazy to.
National Security.
That's tough, dude, because I can interchange so many people off of that list. Like,
It's kind of
like
crazy.
a Chris Tucker.
Yeah,
That's a tough one, man.
Pretty
it's kind of
tough.
crazy to
Put
think.
your Mount Rushmore of comedians in the comments.
Yeah.
People.
Comedic actors, comedians in general, all combined.
Best one gets a shout out.
I would add Chris Farley to my Rushmore, though.
Oh,
He's like one of the funniest
Okay.
people I've just seen. Like just him moving around. He doesn't even have to be doing a comedy.
I
Just him,
remember-
like just him. He's like
Dude,
the
I
funniest
remember,
fucking person I've
the
ever had the pleasure of seeing.
I remember
Yeah.
like one of the first things I seen from Chris Farley was like when we were in high school, and you kept quoting the SNL word,
down by
living in
the
a van down by the river, and I was like, what is that from? And like we went and like we seen it or like you put it on YouTube or something. Like that was like back when YouTube was first popping, and you put that on. Like I was like, damn, this guy is hilarious. Like when he falls through the table and shit. Like, oh my goodness.
Brandon, you didn't know Chris Farley from the SNL days?
No, I never watched SNL. I never watched it back in the day. I watched a lot of it on YouTube now, but I never watched it back in the day. Like
I'm
on
the
TV.
same. I never really watched it.
I've never actually seen a live Saturday Night Live.
Damn.
I'm very selective with my SNL shit.
SNL is like SNL is crazy because it's broke so many comedians and comedic actors. Like that's where they went to go and showcase their writing ability, their performance ability. Like that's why Eddie is so great. That's why Chris Rock, Sandler, Farley, they all came from like SNL school essentially.
Well, and I feel like SNL back when Farley was in it,
and a lot of movies
was
were
so
SNL.
funny.
What's that?
Well, when Farley was in SNL, so that era, that's the Sandler era.
Yeah.
That's the fucking
Yeah.
Spade
Chris
era.
Rock.
Yes.
Chris Rock.
But yeah, that era was
Rob
fucking
Schneids.
hilarious.
Robbie Schneids.
Mhm.
David Spade.
Yeah, David Spade. That's what I was just saying. But yeah, like those were
David
so dope.
Spade.
And then they made movies together. That's like what it's like talking about.
Yeah, they're like grown ups. Those movies are
The
hilarious.
Sandler Crew, bro. I freaking love the Sandler.
Happy Madison.
Happy Madison Productions.
But even like fuck, what was I just gonna say? Oh, SNL even like was able to make movies off of like just skits and characters that they've created. Like that's where Night at the Roxbury came from. That's where Coneheads came from. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where MacGruber came from.
Mm-hmm.
Those
That
were all
movie's fucking hilarious,
SNL one-off like skits or characters that were created by the writers and the actors.
Mm-hmm.
And SNL's been doing movies just based off of that shit for like years.
Well, and you know what's interesting about Adam Sandler is that the first time I ever known of him, like heard of him, was through his CDs. He used to make CDs where he would like have these parody songs or just these songs he would write that were really fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And I had like
That's
his CDs, and then like he came out with the movies after. So it's like he was doing that while he was in SNL, and then SNL, like as you're saying, opened the doors for a lot of actors to like make movies or do something bigger. If they make it through like the Ring of Fire in a sense.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, not a lot of people know about those old like records he used to do of just the comedy.
Yeah, the CDs. I used to get them when I'm like,
play
this
music,
is hilarious.
Character voices.
He used to have this skit where he's like a goat. He's like, I'm a goat.
Yeah, I was trying to find the sound bit, but where one of Adam Sandler's old shits, he's like, I've got a big fucking boner right now.
Yeah, like those. Exactly. He's like, I got moves. I can't catch a football. But yeah, it was kind of like 8 Crazy Nights.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
that's
was like
fucking
where he plays all the characters.
movie.
He used to make used to play those characters back on the disc. He used to play those characters back on like his CDs and shit, and play all these roles.
That was my movie back in the day.
Favorite Adam Sandler movie?
Happy Gilmore.
That's the one I've seen the least.
Happy Gilmore.
Are we going
That's
off
my
of like
favorite.
comedy standards or like
Just your
purely
favorite Adam
based on-
Sandler movie.
Okay.
It's your favorite, bro.
Real.
Oh, fuck.
It's a simple question, Devin.
Fucking happy
Simple
fucking Gilmore.
question. Complicated answer.
With a simple answer. Happy Gilmore.
That's the one I've seen the least. That and
Yeah,
the
you're
Water-
gonna be surprised by my answer.
That and the what?
Happy Gilmore and Waterboy are the ones I've seen the least.
What? Those are all like
Dude,
classic
Waterboy's
fucking movies for me. Like
ridiculous.
Happy
Yeah, he's
Gilmore,
definitely on
Billy
the-
Madison, Waterboy. Like those are my fucking favorites.
Yeah, he might be on my Mount Rushmore too. I don't know. He's pretty funny.
Fucking hilarious. Like, and just what he's done as a entertainer.
And he's still killing it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either Big Daddy or Click for me.
Dude, Phone Wallet Keys is a hit.
Phone
Phone
wallet,
Wallet Keys.
phone.
I fucking quote that shit all the
But,
time.
like-
too.
Yeah, man, you need tons of shit.
Even like his newer movies, like
My
fucking like have
backpack,
you
my
like
Tic
I've
Tac.
heard that I haven't seen them, but two movies that I hear get some praise are
Say it.
Stupid gem movie.
the Gem movie
Uncut Gems,
and
bro.
Uncut
Fucking
Gems
love that movie.
and The Cobbler. I've heard those movies are really good.
I
Uncut
love
Jim
both of
is
them.
what can make him play any role, I think, because
Yes.
I didn't really like his other series of movies like Punch Drunk Love.
You didn't like that?
No, I didn't really like
Why?
it. And Spanglish, like those movies. I didn't really
Spanglish was
care
good.
about.
Spanglish was good.
funny.
Yeah,
Spanglish
those
was
weren't
fucking
really
good.
my cup of tea, but Uncut Gems is one of the best Adam Sandler performances.
Uncut Gems.
And I can't even put that on. I can't even make that my
Nah,
favorite
Cut
movie of
Gems,
his
bro.
because I have to make a comedy of his because it's so out of pocket for his character. But that's one of his best movies, without a doubt.
But
Uncut Gems.
what about those
Yeah.
other movies? Because clearly, like, so I haven't seen Uncut Gems, but do you think he's good in that? Because like, what didn't you like about Punch Drunk and Spanglish? Like, is he just not a
It
good?
was just too
theory?
slow. Like it didn't hook me. And I seen the whole thing. Like I sat through the whole
Yeah.
thing, but it seemed daunting to like sit through those movies.
Dude,
And I'm
Okay.
like,
dude,
oh, I'll never
you
watch
want to see a
those.
movie?
I'll never
wanna see
watch
a
those
movie where
again, ever in my
Sandler
life.
like
but
truly
like,
steps out.
it wasn't necessarily because of like Adam Sandler though. It's just like the movie like itself.
The movie itself, yeah, but
Okay.
I don't think his character really did justice either.
Oh,
Because I
okay,
watched them
Dude,
for
I've-
him. That's the thing. I watched those movies for Adam Sandler because I love Adam Sandler. And that the movie, I was like, he can't even save those movies.
Have you seen
That makes
Rain on Me with
Yes.
him and Don Cheadle?
Mhm.
Yes, I have seen that as well.
That's like a really good movie of like him like completely stepping away from comedy
Mhm.
and like playing a serious role. Like he killed that, I think.
Well, and Frank, you're froze.
Uh-oh.
up. Froze. the
He's
fuck up.
chunking. He's chunking. I was like, is he just like really focused?
He's just-
Yeah, his
He's
shit
chunking. He chunked. He's done
chunked out
for.
of here.
He chunked.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh.
dude. You gotta
he
make
chunked.
his face the thumbnail,
Oh, he
bro.
chunked. He's out of there, cuz.
Oh no.
He'll come back.
You
He'll
gotta
come
make his
back.
face the thumbnail, bro. Just that
Yeah.
one freaking.
That's hilarious. But Uncut Gems is really good. But
Jim-
my,
You keep saying uncut gems, and it's
Oh,
fucking
Jim.
me up.
whatever.
Gems.
Uncut
Gems.
James, bro.
Gems.
Gems.
Gems, whatever. Not Jim, like he's lifting
Gems.
weights.
Yeah.
Don't make
Uncut
fun of
gems.
my accent.
Like
But
in
anyways,
English?
I love
my
your
favorite
speech
is-
impediment, bro.
That's my boy. It's a newer one.
Oh damn, I forgot about that.
Dude,
one.
that's
freaking
my
my
favorite.
boy.
Han
Is so
Solo,
funny.
bro.
Yeah,
Han
That's my boy. Is
Solo.
that's my
pretty
boy's
damn good.
fucking the best shit ever. It's so good. But you know, you can't go wrong with the burst like Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison. Those are obviously classics. Even Big Daddy. But yeah, if I had to pick one movie, it would be that
Fucking
newest,
love Big
Frank
Daddy.
is,
one of his newest movies, and it would be That's My Boy.
Frank, yeah, he's chunked out. I think he's gonna try to get back on here, but
Quick, let's talk
that
shit
was
about
pretty
no, I'm
funny.
just kidding.
Yeah, that was funny. I was
Um,
like, you're fucked up, man. Shit's all messed up.
Like, man, he's listening,
let's
man.
see.
He's
Yeah.
listening. He's really tuning in.
Yeah.
Can't
Can't even do that face.
Like he was just like,
Oh man.
oh man. So we went on kind of like we started talking about Spider-Man, then we went on this like long tirade.
Yeah, got into
Ended up at
comedy.
Adam
actors.
Sandler.
Got
Uh,
into comedy.
Yeah, we freaking started
yeah,
talking about
the,
Spider-Man. Now we're at Adam Sandler. Who's Adam
Yeah.
Sandler playing in the next Spider-Man movie?
Uncle Ben.
That. Wait a
Yeah.
minute, bro.
I'm not shitting you, dude.
Spider-Man would have
He's
to be
making
Jewish.
a cameo in this one.
He'd be we have the
Not
first
necessarily.
Jewish Spider-Man.
He's Jewish.
Spider-Man.
If Uncle Ben
Spider-Man.
is Adam
Spider-Man.
Sandler, then Spider-Man has to be Jewish. That's the only way we can have that.
He's wearing the thing on the back of his head.
And he's got to
know
live
what
in
they call it.
Boston rather than in New York.
Spider-Man.
Oh, fuck that.
He's got to have a
Fuck the
Boston
Red
accent.
Sox, dude.
There's a freaking Ultimate Spider-Man episode where he lives in Boston because they're freaking sponsoring his whole brand. And they all start calling him Spider-Man. And he's like, no, it's Spider-Man. And like, yeah, Spider-Man.
Let me ask you a question. While we're on the topic of like underrated stuff, like who do you think's the most underrated, like one of the most underrated movies that you've seen that you, and it was also directed by like a first time director or someone who doesn't normally direct? If that
Jeez,
makes
you
sense.
fucking
Damn,
that's quite the criteria
Specific?
you just threw at me.
All right, and then just
that's
a
pretty
movie that's
That's
underrated
pretty specific.
like an
An
indie
underrated movie?
to you,
Gotcha.
I don't know. Give me an example.
or an
What's
underrated
yours?
director. Either one. You could pick either one that
Underrated
has
director.
a movie that did.
I don't know. I think all the actual directors I know are rated pretty correctly.
All right, well
He's
then
got
just
the
the
McDonald's
movie.
one.
Like underrated director, like trying to think of like somebody
Huh.
that like not too many people like, not like the casual moviegoer that like they don't know.
Well, and it could be someone that's known for being an actor, but they directed this movie. Like there's people like that who will like direct a movie and you're like, oh, that's a fucking good movie. And he's a really funny actor or something.
I mean,
That in that kind of category is what I'm thinking of. Like someone who's not known for directing. They're known for like acting.
Hold on, I'll be right.
well, I mean, Clint Eastwood's a really good director, and he's primarily an actor.
What movie made you think that? What movie made you like Clint Eastwood knows how to fucking direct?
Gran Torino.
Oh, yep.
I'm pretty sure he directed that, right?
I don't know.
I'm
Look
pretty
it up
sure he
right now.
directed that. Gran Torino.
Allegedly. He allegedly.
He allegedly. Yeah, he really did. He really did.
All
That's right
cool.
there. He really did it. But yeah, Gran Torino, man, that was
Gotta
like
get those
that's like
allegedlys in there.
that's like one of my favorite movies. Actually, like that's a really good movie.
Dude, that movie.
And he directed something else too that I really liked, but I'm blanking it right now. But he's a really good actor / director. Ben Stiller is a really good director too. I mean, like for the things that he does do.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Well, that's the reason why I'm asking, because there's this movie that I think gets slept on a lot, and especially for who directed it.
Found it.
And it is The Town.
Oh, The Town. That's a good ass movie, man.
That movie is like one of my favorite bank robbing movies there is. And that's Ben Affleck.
Yeah, Ben Affleck directed that shit.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Like direct more movies.
That's super good. Super good. You gotta go you also gotta go
Mark Webb.
Freaking Johnny Favs.
Mm-hmm.
Jon Favreau. He's like fucking the king of actor directors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Speaking of him, I think he might die in Spider-Man.
Nah.
Yeah, he might.
I think there's definitely going to be
might
someone
bite it.
who's going to die.
Someone's gotta die. It might be him because like
Someone's
think about
gonna
it.
die.
He can't be like he's directing Mandalorian. He's doing all this shit. He don't want to be tied up like doing like shooting for 2 weeks. Well, I don't really know. If anybody's dying, I could see it either being Happy or Ned.
Well, and he has a
Ned?
movie
You
out
think
called
Ned's
Chef
gonna be
too
dead?
that he directed.
I think it's gonna be one of those two.
But I think it might be one of the Spider-Mans from the other dimension or reality.
Ooh.
No,
If
I
they
think
kill
it's gonna
Toby,
be. I think it's
I'm
gonna be.
cry.
I think it's gonna be either Happy or Ned.
I think it's gonna be something that's a big. It's not some like throwaway character.
Well, those aren't
Definitely.
throwaway characters.
No, I don't think so either. I think they're just gonna be bigger. Like Tony Stark's a main character, and he died. So I think it's gonna be like somebody who's like impacted us. That's why I think it might be one of the other Spider-Mans, because it's like, oh shit, no,
Or maybe someone who's impacted Peter. Happy.
Like Happy or Ned.
Happy or Ned. I guess May too.
no,
Nah, they
Ned,
can kill Aunt May.
Ned's not dying. He can't die
He's got to be
Why?
Hobgoblin, bro.
just because he's Ned. That's his superpower. He don't die.
Well,
He's got
when he
plot
dies,
He's Spider-Man's best friend. He's
Feel
the
bad
freaking
about
meme
it.
potential. He's the dude who was looking at porn at prom, bro.
oh yeah.
I'm looking at porn.
Yeah, that's someone's dying though, for sure.
hmm
I'm putting money on freaking Happy.
I'm putting money on one of
I
Spider-Man's.
think he'd die.
Boom.
Which one?
Probably Toby. They probably have to do Toby.
If they were to kill a Spider-Man, I feel like they'd kill Andrew because I feel like he's the one that cares the least.
Well, they could do that as well.
I
You
feel
know,
like
like he
they'd
could
kill Toby,
well, I
though.
think it's gonna be like a sacrifice. Like he's like someone's gonna have to sacrifice himself for the greater good, and some shit's gonna happen. It's gonna be
What
like,
if he sacrifices himself to save MJ?
yes, something like that. Something that hits him impact on a deeper level, like Andrew, where he's like,
Redemption, bro.
oh shit, I let fucking.
He's back.
Yep, I know. I just put him in there. But yeah, like
He's back.
just letting him save Mary Jane, that would be crazy.
Christ.
You
And then
chunked
something
out.
happens and he dies. I know you're all stuck there. We're all cracking jokes.
Yeah, we thought you were just like really focused.
Yeah, you're gonna have to see it. You're gonna have to see it.
Yeah.
You're all stuck and shit.
You're on the other side now. I don't like it. I
Yes.
don't like change.
It's weird,
It's all
man.
changed.
Change it back.
Fucking
Change
I don't
musical
like
chairs.
change.
Fucking for those of y'all that are watching, we're here in Colorado, and today we had like some crazy ass fucking wind.
Yeah, like 100-mile-an-hour winds.
I don't know if like
Hurricane.
my
Fucking
fucking
windy.
antenna was like getting blown away and lifted off the fucking ground or what, but
Dude, I seen a freaking. I know I
You
told
see
you
that
guys this
tree?
off the pod, but I seen like an accident that happened because the power got knocked out down the road a ways. Like, not gonna say where, but like the power is out like for like 6 blocks, and so like people at lights were just having to like treat them like stop signs, like just go one at a time and shit. And like something must have happened. These fools must have been going a little bit quick because they like you could tell that the one car got T-boned, but that car was like legit on its side. Like it was crazy as fuck. Like, and it was like
Damn.
right there at a light. I was like, shit. And like, but there were no ambulances there, and like there's 2 different like people who I thought assumed were the drivers. So like he must have been all right. But that was
You see
crazy.
That tree, like
Yeah,
right
that is
outside
crazy.
Of Heroes headquarters, that freaking got blown over. It was like right
No.
outside of Heroes headquarters, like going into the Lowe's parking lot.
No, I didn't go that way.
But it was.
I saw a
freaking crazy. I
motorcycle
was like,
tipped
"Dang."
over. It
You
just parked.
silly motherfucker to ride your bike today.
It was just parked. Like he just parked it because he doesn't have a place to put it. He just parked in the street. He didn't know there was going to be a fucking hurricane coming through Colorado,
Yeah.
knocking that shit over. It was knocked over. I was
Everybody's
like,
"Yo,
damn,
are
that
you seeing
sucks.
The wind.
There was a fucking light
Y'all
pole
seeing the
tipped
wind?
over. My fucking glass window almost like caved in. It was weird. It was
Bro,
some
when I was
heavy
driving,
shit.
I was like, I don't like the feeling of not having control of my vehicle, because I kept getting.
Yeah,
blown,
you're a
and
new
I'm like,
driver
"No!"
too.
Yeah.
There was
It was scaring me.
definitely.
It took us
Your car is big as fuck too, so like it's worse than SUVs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a freaking sail.
Smart cars be warned.
Sail.
That shit just fucking takes away the wind. Those smart
was,
cars. Just
How dare you?
There
fucking
was
10 pounds. That's what
there was
that's what you get for being in a
definitely-
smart car.
Let's go
definitely
smart car
some
tipping,
small
bro.
children that got blown away.
For real, dude. They got picked up and taken off. Little
Yeah.
dogs, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was scared to let Buddy out, dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
did you see any
You know
birds?
it's windy. You know, yeah, dude. When they're like stuck, they're like in the
I
same
didn't-
spot.
Dude, I didn't
It's
see any
crazy.
birds. They ran.
Dude, I
they
saw-
saw it coming. They're like, fuck
Dude,
this.
I saw this
Got
one bird.
blown
He was
away.
like flying outside my house. He was trying to fly, but like the wind just kept pushing him back. But he's still flapping his wings, so he was just like
He's like,
staying in
"Come
place.
on."
Like he was
He's
like
like, "I
staying
think
in
I
the
can, I
same
think I
place.
can."
It was crazy.
Damn.
Like,
Yeah, I wonder how
when
much
it's windy
bird
outside when that
casualties there
happens.
were. But I think like most birds are smart. They'll get out of that. They sense that shit. And they're like, we got to get the fuck out of here. We
Yeah.
can't be flying in that shit. Where do they go though? Like, where can they go?
Just go
Like
to
a
their
cave?
nests, man.
They go to
They
a
fly
cave.
south.
They fly south to get away from the fucking wind.
Oh, okay. Now you're back on the right side.
Oh shit.
That's weird.
Shit's musical chairs, y'all. We're playing that shit.
Did he chunk out too now?
I don't think
Back
so.
on the right,
Bustas.
He
back
might
on
have.
the right side.
I
He
gotta
might
take
have.
a piss. I'll be right back.
All right. No, just a pee break. Just a pee break.
Man.
So what did I miss?
You just missed us talking
Chunked
about
out,
Adam
man.
Sandler. I said my favorite one was That's My Boy. And that's pretty much what we talked about, not much. And then we talked about you looking all frozen and stuck. It was fucking hilarious.
That's awesome.
And then we got back on
Now you're-
Spider-Man. We went full
Now
circle.
you're chewing on the mic and you make me want to drive into oncoming traffic. Thanks for that. Thanks for that.
Oh shit. But yeah, and then we were saying we think I'm thinking a Spider-Man might die in the new Spider-Man movie, like Toby or something. To be
That's
impactful.
assuming they're even in it, bro.
They're in
Yeah.
it. In my mind, they're in it. It's happening.
I mean, I really hope they are, but you're placing a bet on something that's not even definitely in the movie.
Well, then that's doubling down. That's like a double bet. It's like, boom. What if I'm 2 for 2 on that shit? I should go to
Alrighty then.
Vegas if I predict right. I
Yeah,
should
if
go
that
to
happens,
Vegas.
you need to buy a lottery ticket that night.
Real.
Toby dying in the new Spider-Man. You heard it here a week later when this is posted. So I
But
swear
it
it's
is
the 15th today.
officially.
I'm not even
It is
telling.
officially the
the
15th.
15th.
So
In case you think that we're saying this after. But yeah,
So yeah, Spider-Man tomorrow. What else do we got coming up soon? Like
Matrix.
Dude, I'm
They
so
just-
hyped for the Matrix.
Matrix, dude. They just put the trailer for Witcher season 2 up on Netflix
Yup.
today.
Mm-hmm. Witcher's my shit. I love the
Dude,
first
Witcher.
season so much.
We got Fantastic Beasts coming.
Oh,
Yup.
what that
Man.
trailer was amazing too.
That
Fantastic
shit was
Beasts.
crazy. Mads, dude. Mads is coming in for that. I was wondering how they were gonna explain that, but I bet you they just do like polyjuice potion. Like,
Well,
he's
and
like,
they
I
probably
gotta switch up my identity for
Switch up your face.
for
Yeah.
for that. So
That's what I'm
drinking
saying. That's the thing
polyjuice
about
potion from now on.
that universe. It's like you can fucking fill your plot holes. You just got to be smart. Like, oh, just take this potion. It's,
Yeah, but all these
Same dude.
potions and spells and shit create plot holes sometimes.
well, it's like
Yeah.
it's not as bad as like it was with fucking like House of Cards, where they're just like killed them off. Like that shit was whack.
Yeah, dude. I didn't even,
Oh.
dude, House of Cards is such a good show too.
It
I haven't even
was.
seen the last. I stopped at like season 5 because that's like when like I heard like everybody heard.
Yeah. Damn shame.
So I was like, man, this show's no longer a priority then.
Well, yeah, they just kill them off. It
I'm
doesn't
sure
end the same.
I'll finish it one of these days.
Like they don't even really cover it. They're just like he died in an accident or some shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Smothered himself. He died of asphyxiation in the closets. Game over, manned himself.
So I think in Fantastic Beasts they'll be able to do like really good job and just be like what you were just saying. Like you just took a potion.
Dude, I can't wait for that. Like the Harry Potter game that's about to come out for
I was just about to talk about that too.
PlayStation and Xbox and shit. Like that's like I don't need a PS5 or a Series X until that game comes out.
Well, and
like I'll be all right until
that brings me
that
up.
And Knights of the Old Republic because like that's gonna be a PS5 exclusive for a minute.
Well,
so,
and that's what brings me
I'm
up
getting
to my
PlayStation
beef
first.
with Sony. That brings me up to my beef with Sony. You should never make a fucking comic book game exclusive. I don't care what the fuck. That shit.
They did it for.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear any
They're
excuses.
They're the ones spending the money, dog.
Don't want to fucking hear.
Cry?
Yeah, I might. I did a little.
Oh, fucking get a
Look at Little
PlayStation.
Goblin Jr.
Never.
Gonna
Never.
cry.
Well, then just fucking shut up about it. Then I guess
Never.
You have the
Either.
capabilities
Suck
to
it
change.
up.
You have the capabilities to change your present, and you don't want
That
to.
finances, bro.
So adapt.
Never.
Adapt or die. Stay on Xbox and play Avengers.
All I'm
Like a
saying is
scrub.
everyone should be able to have the
Overcome.
pleasure to play that game no matter what.
They do. They just gotta buy a PS5.
Yeah.
No. Never.
No, there's no written law that says you have to keep buying Xboxes.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's why, like, they're like, hey, this game that I want to play is on PlayStation. Maybe I should buy a PlayStation.
No. Nope.
That's too logical. That's too logical for you.
Yep. It doesn't
too
make
smart.
sense.
This does not compute.
Well, just use Spider-Man in Avengers then.
Yeah,
You
I'll
can't,
just
'cause
that's
play
on-
my old Spider-Man games.
Exclusive?
Exclusive.
I'll
yeah.
play my old Spider-Man games. And speaking of old fucking superhero games that were incredible, the old Incredible Hulk game was so phenomenal. If
That
you
was
guys
fun.
remember that was so epic. Why
Like the
are we
open-
not having these games being modernized and putting back into the world? Because that game was so amazing. They even had a
Because
Superman game
movie
was kind of
tie-in
like it.
games are a thing of the past.
So
Huh?
what?
Movie tie-in games are a thing of the past.
It wasn't even
I was
tied in
just-
the movies.
Thank God.
It wasn't even tied in the movies. You obviously don't know what game I'm talking about because that shit wasn't
The Incredible
even-
Hulk.
even tied to the movie. That's what I'm saying, though. The Incredible
It
Hulk
was,
game
though.
had nothing to do with the movie, and it was
Think
a
it was.
fantastic game.
Yeah, there was.
Hold
it
up.
was like a.
Which
it was
one?
like a free roaming. Just like you just
Free
destroy
roam. Yeah,
everything.
it was like Spider-Man,
Yeah, I
but
know
with
which one
Hulk.
you're
Imagine
talking about.
Spider-Man game with Hulk. You could fucking get abilities as you go. There's this one ability where you could rip a car in two and has it as boxing gloves. Dude,
Yeah.
that game was fucking epic. One
Yeah.
of the
You're
best
talking
superhero
about
games
this
I've
one.
ever played.
No, not that
Yeah.
one.
Not that one. That one's
Not down.
That
for the
one?
lames.
Is
It
the
was called like
94
Hulk
video game?
Destroy All or some shit like that.
Yeah, I'll find it. But yeah, that game's one of the best
Yeah.
superhero
'Cause,
games
like,
I've ever
I
played.
thought you were talking about the movie tie-in game.
No, it's completely different.
That one.
Yes,
For the GameCube.
that game is incredible.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
No pun intended.
Yeah,
You fought Abomination like in the beginning.
Spoilers, man.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I
you can
remember
grab
playing
tanks
that
and
game.
fucking use them as hammers
What
and
the
shit,
fuck?
dude. It was sick.
Yeah, you're gonna go buy a GameCube and go play that.
It didn't
I have
come
a
out only on
GameCube.
GameCube. That shit was on PlayStation.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was on everywhere.
Yeah, I had it on PlayStation.
Yeah. Xbox
It was on
is
all
backwards
consoles. It wasn't
compatible.
exclusive. That
But I
shit was-
honestly kind of missed the days when like when a movie dropped, like you knew there was a game coming with it. That's
Yeah,
kind
but
of
they all sucked.
Yeah.
no. I don't think all of them sucked. Like the
Remember
Spider,
Iron Man 2?
the Toby
the video
ones
game?
were good.
Those were alright.
Those were the first Spider-Man games we pretty
Bro.
much got.
Spider-Man 2,
No.
the video game. Holy shit. I love that one, dude.
Spider-Man 2 was pretty good.
Well, and there was a
But
mod for the first one where you
I'm
could
not-
be like You could be like fucking you could be the Green Goblin and shit. Like I remember there was like Game
I
Shark
remember-
mods or something where you could be Green Goblin. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm not really talking about like superhero movie tie-in games were all right, but like I'm talking about like the other ones, like the fucking Minority Report got a game, the fucking Da Vinci Code got a game.
Oh yeah, get
like all those
outta
type
here
of
with
shit.
that.
Those fucking sucked.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about just strictly
Like the Born Identity got a game. Fuck it, get it out of here.
Well, and my whole thing is I just want
Shelf
more.
space.
I just want more
Taken.
superhero games. Like what?
Yeah.
Who has the rights on that shit? Start making them.
right.
Bullshit. Because it's like we used to have like back in the.
Well, that's
Toby
what
era,
they're doing now, man. They're about to. There's about to be a MGU, Marvel Gaming Universe.
Yeah, that's great.
Fucking that
happening.
the I forget who, like whoever it is that makes the Spider-Man games. I forget which publisher. Insomniac. They're like finna make a universe because they're putting out the Wolverine game next year. Or I don't know if it's next year, but
They
soonish.
got Wolverine, Spider-Man 2.
And like who knows what else they got down the pipeline.
Mhm.
Let's get them to make
Oh yeah,
a freaking
let's get more because that's
actual Deadpool game.
yeah. Well, they do have a pretty cool Deadpool game. That
A
came
lot
out
of people
a while
didn't.
ago.
A lot of people didn't like it, but I rocked with it.
It was dope. Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't like hard or anything. It was like
I
really
mean,
easy. But it
the
was
only
just fun.
thing about superhero games is like it's hard to like make one without it just being like a fucking like a button masher. Like even like the Arkham games, like those are button mashers a little bit, but like you still like have fun like flying around and like driving the Batmobile and like doing the like all the extra shit and all that.
Well, think
fucking-
of
I
Spider-Man.
don't know.
Like
To
think of
me,
the
the
new
Arkham games,
Spider-Mans,
like-
but just have different characters. Kind of like with the new Arkham game that's coming out.
Yeah, but that's like the same thing as Arkham. Like the combat is exactly the same.
Well, if we're talking combat, but I think where Batman Arkham games stand out is they make you do all the detective shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's how like you can avoid people being like, "Oh, it's just a button masher game." Like, you got to put like all the extra dope shit in there. That's like when you make them right. When it's just like the people like in Avengers, like if it's just like you running around tapping shit, like pushing one button pretty much the whole time, like
Well, and that game's trash. A new one that just came out. That game's erase that from history.
Yeah,
Erase that from
I
my
had
memory.
such a high hopes for that game too.
Me
That's what I'm
too.
saying. That's
And-
where they did that right. Lego, Marvel, Lego.
I love those
Avengers,
games.
They did that right.
Which
they did
one?
The Marvel Lego.
I never
right.
fucked
Which
with any
one?
of the Lego games.
'Cause
Dude,
there's
the
Lego
Any
Lego
of the
Marvel
Legos,
superheroes.
dude. You haven't fucked with
Lego
Harry
Marvel-
Potter Legos. You're fucking up.
Bro,
No, dude.
Lego Harry Potter, Lego Batman 2. Holy shit.
Those games are
bro.
slept on, bro. Play
Yeah.
them. They're not just for
They
kids.
really
Nah,
Play them,
nah,
bro. I'll sit down and play them with
Nah, I
you.
don't care.
So we
Nah,
don't
I
feel
don't
like
care.
a noob.
They are
nah,
good.
I don't care.
They are good.
I know there's a
gotta do-
section of the audience out there that's with me when I say, nah,
Well,
Nah, you're
of
the-
course.
nah.
There's definitely
We're
people
cool.
who are
There's like
those
we're
are kid
good
games.
on all the
you're the
Lego
first
shit.
person. You're the first person I met who like doesn't even want to try it.
Like not even the Star Wars ones. Those are all good. The Lego
Bro,
Star
Lego
Wars
Star
are
Wars, the
fucking good.
complete-
Dude, there's so
saga,
many
dude.
Star Wars games out. I fucking don't need Lego Star Wars.
Yes, you do.
There's so many good Star Wars games out there that I would never even think to play fucking Lego Star Wars. Like
Bro, it's so fun.
Knights of the Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic 2, Jedi Academy, fucking Battlefront.
You're
Like,
missing
I
out.
play all those games before. Fucking Republic Commando, and that ain't even got lightsabers in it.
Damn. I guess you're
You're
just never
missing
gonna fuck with that world.
Nah,
They be
get
killing
the
it.
Legos out
They
of here.
really do with the Marvels, and you could be like Tony Stark. You could be the Hulk.
They have like
It gets
100
pretty.
characters.
It gets pretty cool.
I
Yeah.
remember I like 100% completed the first Lego Marvel superheroes, and I got Stan Lee. I could play as Stan Lee, bro. He can like Hulk out. He can web swing. He got the freaking laser eyes that Cyclops has. Freaking healing factor.
That's kind of dope.
bro.
Dude,
That's the
so
game
Speaking
I
of-
want to see. I want to see
that's-
just the Stan Lee video game.
No, I want to see an X-Men game. A new, not
Like,
just
you think?
Wolverine, like an
Yeah.
actual X-Men title
Yeah.
game. That would be sick. There used to be
That's,
this.
that's coming.
There used to be this 2D kind of 2D jump X-Men game that I used to play on Sega, I think. And it
Yeah.
was like that.
Yeah,
It was fucking
that was-
awesome. You could pick all those characters. It was like an arcade kind of style. But yeah,
like
like
the old school
Gambit.
Ninja Turtles.
A side
Yeah.
scroller.
yeah, it was a side scroller. It was fucking awesome. It
Yeah,
was like
those
one of my
games are
favorite
sick.
games.
Like going to the bowling alley and playing those,
Or
or
One
like
Up.
you just find them like in bars.
They have it at One Up. They have something like that at One Up
Yeah.
with the X-Men.
Yeah, we need to go back down there, man.
Yeah,
Mickey
One of
Monday.
these days.
One Up. And for people who don't know what One Up is, it's just like a bar downtown Denver has an arcade in it. So it's like
Yeah.
you can get fucked
Or
up,
is
play
it an
some games.
arcade that has a bar in it?
Yeah, and they have this giant Pac-Man and this giant Galaga. Dude, it's fucking sick.
And they got giant Jenga. Giant Jenga is
Yep,
fun.
outside. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a dope place. If you're into arcade games and like
Yeah. And if you come to Denver post Corona, check it out.
and they're legit, they ain't like no Dave and Buster's. You gotta fucking get a prepaid card shit. You just put a quarter in. Fucking put a quarter in, you
Oh,
play
Real
it.
raw and authentic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you remember
real.
those things called quarters?
Yeah, quarters. You put it in the machine and
Shit,
it
man,
plays.
maybe we can't go to fucking maybe we can't go to One Up. There's a national coin shortage right now, dog. Fucking can't go to One
Like,
Up.
yo, we're
There's
gonna
a na-
introduce.
National
game
coin
cards.
shortage.
Yeah.
I got
How?
a big jar of coins. Where
Yeah.
That's
where do I
why
trade those
fucking
in?
why, because you guys are hoarding them all.
where do I trade
Fucking-
where do I trade those in to get more than they're
Yeah.
worth?
You don't. But like everywhere I
get a
go,
quarter
dude,
in
like
for a
every
dollar.
every gas station I go to, like fucking it says like, oh, due to the national coin shortage, please either pay with card or exact change.
Well, you ever see those fucking TikToks? They're like, this quarter's worth $1,000,000. And I'm like, no, ain't no one looking at quarters like that, bro. Now you got me tripping
there
looking
is.
for like the little
I
scruffle.
actually like.
There
One-
is, dude. Like coin.
I probably
collecting,
already-
like that shit is crazy.
I've already handed over fucking thousands of dollars in that case of quarters.
Like
One of my
I've
friends
seen this.
that
I've
I work
seen this
with-
fucking like I seen Pawn Stars the other day. This dude, he sold like an old ass coin, like for like fucking like $500,000, bro. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
like this shit is
My
crazy.
freaking
It is penny.
my one of my coworkers actually, he's a coin collector, and he's over here telling me like, yo, I got these $200 coins. I'm like, holy shit, those things are like grown up Pokemon cards.
Oh yeah, it's still like that's what's crazy about it. Like some people get really into that, but it's like, how am I supposed to know that this fucking penny is not like every other one? Oh, it has a misprint and fucking he has
I mean, if-
fucking
Yeah,
balls on
he's
his
fucking
chin.
winking.
he has balls on his
he's
chin
winking
or
in that
something.
one.
It's like worth the
You
mill.
look at a penny and he's going.
Abraham, Abraham Winkin.
Abraham winking.
Yeah, and it says
He's
in Bob we
slightly
trust.
lower. He's slightly lower, and he's like Abraham sinking.
But yeah.
He's got a 40 in his hand. Abraham drinking.
But yeah, I got a bunch of coins. So if you want
Slightly
some
smaller.
coins,
Abraham shrinking.
I got them. Got 'em on lock.
he meets up with his friends. Abraham Lincoln.
Oh hell no!
He's scratching his chin. Abraham thinking.
Abraham thinking.
Oh my gosh.
They're gonna make a
He's
movie about him
freaking-
called Abraham Shrinking.
He's
Gonna be a
freaking
Honey, I
scratching
Shrunk
his shoulder.
Kids.
Abraham tweaking.
What?
Tweaking. Abraham,
Abraham
tweaking.
tweaking.
Oh man.
When he gets wind in his eyes, Abraham Blinken.
Ah!
Ah.
Oh man, that's
Oh
great.
man. Leave
Oh,
an Abraham Lincoln pun in the comments.
Okay, that was great.
And then after that, we're gonna be
Leave-
Abraham drinking.
Leave your favorite. Leave your favorite one. That's been said. Keep up.
I like Abraham thinking. That shit killed me.
Yeah, that shit's awesome.
Maybe that should be my new channel name. Abraham thinking.
Abraham
Uh,
thinking. I think that would only
Oh.
work if your
When-
name is Abraham. Change your name. to
When he
Abraham.
hasn't showered
that
in
work.
a few days.
Abraham stinking.
Abraham stinking, bro.
It was stinking. Oh, stinking.
You stanky.
Oh my god.
He plugged his iPhone in. Abraham sinking. It's a different sinking, though.
Yeah.
There
Be
you
both
go.
sinking.
Thinking, Coral.
It's
I named it
sinking.
Titanic because it's sinking. It's sinking, Coral. Oh man. Let's see.
Great.
So what
freaking
the hell?
Keep
turns
switching.
off your freaking camera?
So I did have something that I want to take back from our episode last week. I made an error. Made a crucial error. A catastrophic error, if you will. I claimed that Vern Troyer was British, and he is in fact not. I was informed by Mr. Frank like almost immediately. Like Vern Troyer ain't British, homeboy.
Well, and just
And
know
when
we
I
ain't got
Google
the
it-
answers sometimes.
When I googled it, and sure shit, he's not British. But I just assumed like the whole only British actors in the fucking Harry Potter movies role was it like I didn't know there was exceptions made.
It's a
Yeah.
bit stupid.
That makes
isn't
your
it?
whole statement that on the last episode just not even compatible. Because you're like, yeah, they're all Brits. We're all Brits.
Well, fucking, they're all Brits except for him.
The one exception.
Yeah.
He's like, you're not
Oh,
gonna
what
put me
the
in this
fuck?
because I'm little. They're like, oh shit, you're in it, bro. You're fucking in it.
That's
You're
fucking.
in. Don't even worry. He's like a little bit. A
Yeah,
little
so
bit.
I kind of like the like his play his fuck up.
What I'm thinking is they were just casting such a wide range of, small people.
Well, I bet they have a bunch of extras that are American, so it's like.
Well, they probably just used him for the physical, his appearance,
Physical prowess.
And then what I'm thinking is they went in and like had a British actor dub his voice.
Well, I think he only has like 2 lines.
Imagine
And
getting
J.K.
dubbed.
And like it's only like 2 words each. Like he says like lamp, please. Key, please.
But you could just tell, like
That's it. That's all he says.
But I'm sure even J.K. Rowling was like, yeah, I mean, that's just like one little minor ass part. I don't really care.
It was probably like only for like the main parts, like the big roles.
Yeah.
Like you're not even playing a human. Just get in there. There ain't no British fucking.
Just get in there.
A British troll.
There ain't no British trolls up in this bitch.
He's a goblin, you fuck.
Or goblin.
Fucking muggle ass bitches.
Fucking elf, whatever.
I hate fucking. No, Dobby's the elf. I hate I ain't seen a Harry Potter movie as muggle.
I've seen them all.
He's a fucking gremlin.
You're a fucking gremlin.
Bread light. Bread light.
Oh, shit.
But does anybody else have any takebacks, apologies, or compliments? Shout out to This Is Important.
Nope, that was the only one. Now we just say allegedly now. So if you don't know something, it's allegedly happened, or it allegedly has.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We thought he was Brit.
The only fact
in the
is
moment
that you're watching this right now.
And we know how much people love to correct people down in the comments below. So always feel free.
Independent
I
fact
don't feel
checkers.
free. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, have a heyday down there. No, we want to have we want to see riots in that bitch. Just do whatever.
Yeah. But don't come for me because I apologize for it.
I apologize to it.
Shut up.
But bro, I used to be like a big fan of just Legos, period.
Dude, still they're still killing it.
Never.
Legos has like one of the steadiest track records. They were popping when I was a baby.
Tell them how big a freaking Lego fan I am.
They're popping now.
This freaking guy will get like a 3,000 piece Lego set and build it in like half an hour.
Who?
Devin.
Damn.
Me.
Yeah, Legos are the shit, bro.
Legos just never did it for you, Brandon?
No, it was never.
Oh my god.
Never a
He was
Lego
Lincoln
guy,
Logs
really.
kid.
Eh?
Lincoln? Yeah,
So I was a
Lincoln
Lincoln
loves
Logs boy. I'm a Lincoln Logs boy.
Yeah.
Bringing it back to Lincoln, bro.
Yeah. Oh, and I thought those were like about
But
Lincoln. I was
nah,
like, what do
like,
these have
I
to do with
just-
Lincoln? Did he live in a log cabin or some shit?
At one
Like, no,
point.
they're
I don't know
Lincoln
what it
logs.
was. Like,
I'm
I
like,
just
yes, Lincoln. Next.
Lincoln.
I fucking went right over my head as a kid.
When Abraham
Everything goes over
Lincoln
my
I was like, where the
head.
fuck's Lincoln at? I don't see him. I just see some logs.
when Abraham Lincoln takes scientific notes, Lincoln logs.
Lincoln
or
Logs.
when he drops a deuce, Lincoln
Oh,
Lincoln
Logs.
logs. That's when Lincoln
Yeah,
stinking.
what did they
Lincoln-
find? What did they find when they went into Captain Picard's bathroom?
What?
It was the captain's log.
Oh
Yeah.
LOL. You slay me.
How does he say in Fanboys when he's giving Seth Rogen and the
He's
Trekkie
like,
shit?
he's like, how do you say
I'm a
gonna die a
Trekkie.
virgin? How do you gonna say I'm gonna die a virgin in Klingon? And he's like,
He's like, damn it.
Dude, well, I love what I love about that movie is how he plays both the fanboys. He plays
yeah, he's
both of them
Star
and
Wars
they
guy
fight each
and
other.
the Star Trek guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody.
Solo,
Han Solo, a bitch.
I like his
Dude, my favorite is Fogler, where he's like, I knocked the nickels out that pussy.
Yeah, he's the funniest character in the movie.
Dude,
His
he's
movies
the
are
funniest
hilarious.
character in like every movie he's in.
Yeah,
I'm about to watch Balls of Glory after this.
Yeah,
Balls of Fury. It's Blades of Glory. I'm thinking of
Balls of Fury. That movie's
Balls of
fucking
Fury.
hilarious.
We
And
He
gotta
goes
pick
to
a
slam the
movie
door. Or he
that's
goes to
coming
slam the
out that
door.
we're
and he
like
yeah, and then he
fanboys.
just like does it all, and he like hits the plant.
Oh man, that
Oh,
guy
my
needs to get more
goodness.
movies, man. That guy's
For real,
on some other level.
he's like the MVP of fucking Fantastic Beasts so far.
He was
just
in Good
every
Luck.
movie he's in. He's
Oh yeah, Good Luck Chuck.
or no, my best friend. No, yeah, Good Luck
Good Luck
Chuck,
Chuck.
right?
Yeah, he's in Good Luck Chuck.
Yeah, with Dane Cook.
he's like it's inhale a fart out of her butt and hold it in like a bong hit.
Freaking Isaac asked me that the other day. He's like, yo, would you ever suck a
Ew.
fart out of a girl's butt? And I'm just like,
Okay.
what?
never,
Edit that part out.
I'm like, bro,
never.
Edit it out.
no.
Cut it. Cut that.
No, that's
cut that,
staying
cut
in
that.
there.
Cut that.
So people could say Nanya for that.
Cut that. Oh man.
There ain't no
Cut that
edits.
shit out.
You're gonna have to
Cut
live
it
with that
out.
one.
Damn. We're gonna be like, we're gonna be like 8 years down the line. We're like, yo, remember when Devin said,
Yeah.
freaking inhale a fart?
It's a trap. Don't
Oh my
answer it.
goodness.
Just don't
It's a
answer
trap.
it. It's like
I didn't even hear what you said just then.
it's like
What?
in White Chicks. It's just a setup. You're not gonna win answering that.
What's the setup?
White chick.
Oh,
Like in White Chicks, where he's like, who would you bang? He's like, the guy
Oh,
yeast
yeah.
infection.
oh
They got a
yeah.
yeast infection.
You got a
He's
yeast
like, you're
infection.
sick. You're sick.
He's like, who would you do? He's like, oh no, we don't got time. We gotta go.
You
Yeah,
gotta go. You gotta go.
yeah. That guy was never answering it. That was
Yeah, he's
that-
like, you're sick.
funny.
Yeah, I gotta watch that too. That's classic. Talk about classics.
He's like, you mean to tell me you ain't white? Oh, the deception, the betrayal.
This jigaboo out my
me.
face.
He's like, Negro, please. He's all trying to
Oh
explain.
man.
Oh,
my
my god,
goodness.
that shit kills me.
Oh my god.
The dance scene.
Legendary.
Where he's all on E.
That
Yeah,
dance scene rivals like a lot of dance scenes. Like even like including like You Got Served and Step Up and shit. I'll put that one in there.
Damn.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Classic.
Love that movie.
Napoleon Dynamite's a
Yeah.
classic.
Well, is that where we end it with our loving of white chicks? Have we done our jobs?
I
No.
guess.
Chicks.
Oh wow. Yeah, it has been a a little bit. Well, but real quick though, what I wanted to say is fucking Legos was my shit. So like the first games that I was exposed to with those, like Mike said, was the Star Wars ones. I was like, let me check this out. And whichever one I got, it ended up being like the whole Skywalker trilogy, basically. Like from Phantom Menace up to Return of the Jedi. And I was like, damn, this is actually pretty sick the way that you did like all the puzzle solving and
Yeah, it was dope. Those games are
like it was actually action packed and shit for a Lego game, because even I was like skeptical, but them shits ended up being sick. And then eventually they did the Marvel, and I was like, fuck yeah, I want that shit.
Well, now that just triggered another thing that I want to say real quick. Fucking one of the dopest games that I feel is underrated is the Twin Towers game. I think it's like a Lord of the Rings.
Dude, that game was sick.
Those games are sick as fuck.
That game was so good.
Or I mean, that and Return of the King was sick.
Yeah, the only one that was whack was Fellowship of the Ring. Like that game was ass.
I never played it.
Yeah, I think I played the Two
it was
Towers
like nothing,
or whatever. Like
it was nothing like the other two. Like it was.
I played the shit for the Two Towers. Like
yeah,
so much.
For real, I got all them motherfuckers maxed out. Like that was a good ass game, man.
Yeah,
and it had like DVD extras like from the movies and shit. Like it had like the characters like Elijah Wood like playing the game and shit, like talking about the game.
Well, and the scale of that game at the time was incredible. Like the scale of it, like when you're just like out fighting and you're seeing like thousands of fucking people fighting, and you're just running through the crowd of thousands of people in like the middle of a war. The scale of that game was
okay.
Like,
I got an interesting little thing now that we're onto this. Let's go around.
I love Lord of the Rings
and talk about our favorites. What is your favorite video game of all time?
Oh my goodness,
that's hard.
You got to pick one. You can only play one for the rest of your days.
I'll save mine for last because it's the best.
And I'm gonna have to switch my mic out because I have to plug.
All right. So while he's switching his mic out, who wants to go? I'll save mine for last. You guys got your answer? Do you got yours, Devin?
Can you hear me still?
I think I do.
I can hear you.
I think I got my answer.
I'm gonna choose anything.
Only play one for the rest of my life, and my all-time favorite right now, Spider-Man for the PS4. I love that game. Like even like if there's nothing to do, I'll hop on for like 15-20 minutes just to swing around. And
that shit is fun.
I can respect that. I think every Spider-Man game they've made has been on some level where it's like dope. Like even the originals we were talking about, where it's like it just gets better and better. There was also one that they came out before the ones that they came out exclusive. That one was really sick. I don't know the name of it, but that one was really sick as well. I think it's Spider-Man. It wasn't even the movie Spider-Man. It was just another Spider-Man game. But yeah, it was fucking dope. But that's dope. I like that answer. That's a cool one.
All right, now you go, Mike.
All right. Well, mine is Mass Effect. And it's not, I can't just say like one game out of the series. It would be the second one.
No, you got to pick one.
It would be the second game out of the series, but just that whole series of games is the best thing that's ever happened in video games ever, period, in my opinion.
Who is the best one out of the trilogy, though?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Like that was such a dope game. Like, damn, I kind of want to like play that now.
And the reason why it's like my favorite, because as like Devin was saying, like I can go into that game and like even now, like I can go into it and enjoy it. And I've already, and this is a game I'm talking literally viewers, people listening, like I beat this game on every difficulty, like with every character, every scenario. Like I beat that game like 50 times, each one. So it's like, I can still go back to that today and enjoy every second of it. Like it's just ridiculous. And it doesn't even have to be the second one. Like I can go back and see the first one and I'll play the whole fucking trilogy again. Like boom, boom, boom. That's how I do it.
Yeah.
Pick a new character, play the whole trilogy
you can
again.
take your progress from the first game into the second game.
That was one of the first games that really did that. And I was like, what the fuck? Like when the first game dropped, that shit blew my mind. I was like, what?
That's like the only game I know that does it.
Yeah. I thought, pretty fucking
It's
crazy.
so sick. I was like, so I can transfer my
Revolutionary.
character and the story and the decisions I make. And then, they crapped out with the third, the ending of the third one. But like up until that moment, it was like I was so invested into it. And still when I play it, I get really invested into it. And I just play
Yeah,
it.
they fumbled. They fumbled on the fourth one, man. They fumbled on Andromeda.
You think so?
was-
I actually liked Andromeda, but it's not anywhere
It was
near.
good, but
I
it was
liked
good,
how
but it was like
open world it
very-
was, though.
it was a generic ass like game to me. Like fucking like first of all, none of the choices you made had any impact on the story, and like it was just like seemed like it was like a generic game with the Mass Effect like name tagged onto it. Like fucking it wasn't.
Did you
Like
enjoy the gameplay though?
In the first trilogy, like it was like a fucking like almost everything you did mattered.
Yeah.
Like in the first three, but in that last one, like nothing really mattered. Like nothing that you did really mattered.
Mhm. Well, I thought the
So,
gameplay was fun. Like it was fun to play.
The gameplay was cool. Like the gameplay was cool, but I'm talking about like the story. They fumbled the story.
All right, I'll agree. The
But,
space Nazis.
Yeah.
That's what I call
Well, what about you, Frank?
Fuck, that's hard.
Lego Star Wars.
them.
What? Oh. Fuck, dude. I'd have to say, like,
That's a hard question though, too, for real.
did you? Oh, Mike said Mass Effect.
Yeah, without a doubt.
You haven't said yours yet, Brandon?
Yeah.
I already
Fuck.
know what his is, I think. And it's by the same developers, I think, if I'm right. Yep. Okay. As Mass Effect. They were killing it.
I don't know. I have so many different ones, like for different reasons, but
Pick one that if you had to play right now, play it.
If you
Yeah.
can only pick one game to play the rest of your life,
I know it's fucked up.
Yeah. Like no matter how many times you've beaten it, like it's still like you still love it.
like you'll still get your jollies off.
Yeah.
A close second for me is Detroit Become Human.
Huh?
Another exclusive PlayStation game.
Detroit Become Human is my second favorite game of all time. Second.
Yeah, I'd probably say that too.
What is it called?
Detroit Become Human.
It's an exclusive PlayStation. Another PlayStation exclusive. So both
By
of
the way-
Devin's
Okay.
are exclusive. That's interesting. Man,
Mm,
you should be
Well, mine-
spokesperson for getting people to buy Sony.
You can play it on PC and
I'm like, yo, PlayStation, bro. I love it. I love it.
The best games in the world come out on it.
Five.
I'd have to say, if I had to just pick one, I'd have to say Gears of War.
Damn.
Because like I've played it and I guess I either just say like either 1 or 3 because they're kind of like on the same level for me, but like I spent so many nights playing that was like a lot of my just Friday nights sometimes, like
That game is dope.
years ago, like that's what I would just do, like
Games.
now at the crib.
Never actually
And I like how you clutched it for Xbox too. Xbox exclusive.
and then,
completed a Gears of War game.
what's that?
I said I've never actually completed a Gears of War game.
Oh,
Dude, that's what I'm
shit.
saying. Like there's
I have
stories.
I have all of them on my Xbox, but I just have never completed them.
That's what I'm saying. Like their stories at that time were so crazy to me. Like they were like these epic movies. And like I remember the first time I played it was at Nathan's house. He was like, bro, check this game out. If you like Halo, you'll like this. And I was like, all right. And we were playing it. And I've never been like a super huge fan of what are they called? First person shooters.
Mhm.
But the fact that you could like kind of change the view and it'd be over his shoulder.
Yeah,
and the
third person.
The camera would kind of jump back and forth
Yeah.
so you could see like what was going on and shit. Like that kind of hooked me. And then fucking just the action alone in it, like
Well, and
how they had like the chainsaw like bayonets and shit. Like
Mm.
Yeah.
bro, I was like blown away. I was just
Well, and
like,
that's dope that you said that because I thought the online was really dope. I don't know if you played the online back in the day, Frank, but like I thought Xbox was killing it back in the day as far as online games like Halo. When the first Gears dropped, it was one of the best multiplayer games you can play. Still to this day, it's still like one of the most nostalgic multiplayer games.
And this is and back
so
when
dope.
like you remember when you could put like music and shit on your 360?
Yes, and then play it when you were playing music.
Yeah. Like dude, I used to just do that. That was like I've spent so many weekends like back in the day, like just playing Gears of War and putting my music on and
Jamming
like going
on.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like just going like, you know what I'm saying, like outside and getting high as fuck and then coming back and like I would just like it was like watching a movie. Like that was like a whole event for me, like Friday night into Saturday. It was just like binging those fucking games. So I'd have to say those ones. They have like sentimental value as well.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
great.
maybe I'll have to play that shit one of these days.
Yeah, I want to go. I should play the third one.
But now, I walked off real quick so I could go and grab my favorite game of all time. I have it here with me.
It's gonna be blurry. You might want to turn your blue off.
You know what it is?
Oh,
Yep. Do it.
There we go.
nice.
Yeah.
Old Republic, baby. That shit. That game blew my fucking mind when I first played it. Like, and I remember I never even. And this was like back when Blockbuster was still a thing. I remember I got it at Blockbuster.
Oh,
And
remember that?
I walked down there and I was just looking for like a game to play. It was like the weekend or something. And like I just seen that like in the game that I wanted wasn't there, I guess, but I seen that and I was like, huh, this looks kind of dope. And then like I got it, took it home, started playing it, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? Like that was like the first game like you could like you chose what your character said. You like the things that you said, like the choices you made, like had an impact. Like you were either a good guy or a bad guy. Like Dark Side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
And,
like a
like-
Mass Effect before Mass Effect.
and like, the choices really affected the outcome of the story. And like that was like the first game that I played that I experienced that in. So like that shit blew my fucking mind. I was like, nah, this game ain't going back. Like, sorry, Blockbuster, I'm keeping this.
And it's the same developers as Mass Effect, so I feel like that's.
Yeah.
I feel the
First
same
one.
way about that game as well. Like the first time I played that, and that's on my top 5 game list, the one you just had. But yeah, dude, that game is so incredible. And when I first played it, I went into it blind as well. And I was like, what the fuck is this? At first, I kind of didn't like how you don't like really like
Right.
It's like you point and
turn-based.
attack. Yeah.
Oh,
like-
what is that? I
Yeah.
fucking hate those.
I
Oh, it's
love-
good. Don't let it break the game for you because I almost did.
Like a Final Fantasy, but like it is like it's like a PC turn-based. Like you click like what you want to do to which person, then your character just goes and does it.
Yeah.
But, like-
I've had so many games ruined.
It's like
for
Dungeons
me.
and Dragons style, kind of. in a
Yeah.
sense.
I've had so many games.
Roll counters and stuff.
It's not, but it's not even that type of fucking. Just look up gameplay of it one of these days, like, and you'll know.
Dude, yeah,
Well,
it's so dope.
It's not like a far away view, like fucking like top down type thing. Like you're still like it's third person, and like you still like, and it looks dope. Like because like when they would fight with swords and lightsabers and shit, it looked like it was like in the movies. Like they were like I used to be like.
Okay.
Yeah,
This shit-
and that's what made it better because I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't get to actually attack, but then I was like, oh, they're doing pretty dope moves. It's like you see your character do these moves, and you like will get these abilities, and you could freeze them and shit. It was really good, but I almost let
like,
that break the game. at
This
first.
also gave me like not only my favorite like video game, but it also gave me my favorite character in all of Star Wars.
Revan.
Yeah. Who? What? What'd you say?
What's his name? Darth Revan or whatever.
Darth Revan, man.
Yes.
He's the fucking shit. He's like, if you think of the term Great Jedi, he's like the thing. He's like the pinnacle of Great Jedis.
Mhm.
But that's like a whole nother 2 hours I could go on talking
Yeah.
about that
We could talk
Like-
about just that game series alone for like 2 hours, I think.
for fucking like hours.
Or just
Speaking-
BioWare, that era of BioWare, because they had a bunch of shit going out. They had fucking Dragon Age, which is the first Dragon Age is one of the best games I've ever played too. It's fucking amazing.
Oh, really?
yeah, it's
I always
fucking
like would
amazing.
see the cover of it.
Yeah, the
What?
first Dragon Age is one of the best games I've ever played. It's like probably my 2 spot.
That's dope. But no, what I wanted to say was, speaking of like that style of like gameplay, a while back they announced this new Marvel game that they're doing, Midnight Suns, and I was fucking hyped about it because it's got fucking Blade, Ghost Rider, like it's about the Midnight Suns.
Mhm.
So it's got Iron Man in there, like all these dope characters, Doctor Strange, you know what I'm saying? And I was like hype as fuck watching the trailer for it. And then eventually they released like gameplay and all that shit. And it's like a point-based, it's like a card game sort of, but like, you know, with like the characters fighting and shit, but still I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah, I hate when that happens, like when like a good trailer drops and you're like, damn, I hope the game is dope as fuck. But then like you see what it actually is and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Looks like it can run on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like
I
like
totally
night-
get
like-
that.
Like that's how I felt about the Old Republic. Cause like we didn't get Knights of the Old Republic 3, we got fucking the Old Republic. And that's a fucking MMO. And I'm not about it.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I tried to play it, like, and I was like, this is tight, but this is not what it could have been. So fuck off.
It's not the same thing. Like that's why I think Mass Effect's above that, like Knights of the Old Republic, is because the gameplay. You know, it's like the gameplay can make or break a game. Where I felt like not just the story didn't have the same things as Knights of the Old Republic, but the gameplay I honestly thought was really intriguing. Like I was like, damn, I love like ducking around the corner, kind of like it kind of had like the Gears of War style. It's like you can take cover. It was like Gears of War in space.
Yeah.
It was fucking sick.
Well,
I was like, this game is so dope. It's like, I thought it's like what they took from Knights of the Old Republic and they took from Dragon Age. They made it into this conglomerate new universe called Mass Effect, where you actually like shoot and, you know, do the action. And like, that just made it for me. I thought that was a pinnacle of like their shit still to this day. But
well, a good story could fucking save a game, man. Like fucking like Detroit Become Human. You like barely even do anything gameplay wise. Like you walk around, but like all the action is fucking is like quick time events. But like the story is just so outstanding. Like fucking it's that
Like
it makes it my favorite game of all time. Because like there's so many different endings and like so many different choices you can make. It's like fucking Mass Effect and Knights of the Republic like on speed.
well, have you played a Resident Evil 4, Brandon? Or anyone? Anyone of you played Resident Evil 4? What?
Long time ago.
Oh, because they kind of had that shit. That was another game that blew my mind when I first played it, because like they'll have cutscenes and you won't expect them to be like you have to like hit a button or like dodge something. And I would fucking, I remember the first time I was like, I fucking was supposed to hit something. And it's like, you'll have these big epic scenes, kind of like we were talking about, where you have to like push a button or like you're like playing a simulated kind of scenario, but they have those mixed into the game. And I was like, what the fuck? And
So
that's another game where you could beat it a bunch of times to get different stories and different plots and uncover mysteries and shit. It's a good game. Resident Evil 4, I think, is the best Resident Evil they made.
But
shit.
let us know what's your favorite game of all time in the comments. Yeah, man. That was a good way to. I like why we all had different answers. Fucking that's see, you can see the different tastes. Like me and Mike, like our shit was like pretty much made by the same people, and it's like the same type of game, but like still different.
Yeah,
same but different.
Same but different.
But yeah, fucking make sure y'all fucking like and subscribe and fucking hit that notification, all that. We're gonna start having more stuff on here than just the podcast. Like look out for the Spider-Man first impressions when we drop. That'll be dropping Friday last week. So I mean, I guess you would to look out for it.
Go watch it now.
Go watch it if you haven't.
What are you doing? It's over. Go home.
We're time jumping.
Watch it.
Just the credits now. But yeah, bro. That was another episode of This It. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah,
Cultureology, y'all.
Comic book novice.
It's your boy.
Nobody else is gonna say their fucking names. All right, I guess we're just out
Comic
of
book
here.
novice. We out of here.
I said webhead, bro.
It's Frank. You know who it is.
I tried letting everybody get their shine on, but nah.
Damn it.
This camera. Tell them what you got going on in your life.
Hot ones, bro. We should do that, bro. That would be so fun.
Fuck no. I'd die.
We could do like a hot wing eating
Episode.
Bro, let's go to CDs, bro.
what?
CDs.
CDs wings?
Rivalry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Place.
fuck
But,
it.
All right, y'all. That's it for us.
Signing off, episode 3.
Yep. We out this bitch.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Eat this cut.